Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be in the world today. Welcome to our Final Fantasy XIV live stream this morning. We are in the middle of Stormblood with our character. Currently in Yansha. So how are you doing? Hope things are going well with you. Let us know down in the comments if you'd like. If you got anything else on your mind, by all means, drop us a message down there as well, because that's what we're here for, just to chat with you and enjoy the atmosphere and the game together. Of course, if you just prefer to lurk and enjoy the game with us that way, that's fine too. We're just happy to have you here. Let's see, let's get going on our story here. We had a couple things going on, it looks like. We started one of the ether current quests out in Gyr Abania, out near the peaks, and then got interrupted while we were accepting entry into our queue for Bardam's Medal the other day when we were streaming before. And we're ready to continue on with the main story here as well. We'll jump back over to the peaks and finish that quest up at some point here too. Got us a new etherite here that we can make use of and go talk with Lord Hien. There is no shortage of tasks which must needs be completed before we can launch our attack. If you have a moment, perhaps you could lend a hand. That said, I have only just returned. It would be better for you to speak with Alphino to find out how you might be of service. Trying to keep busy? Well, glad am I to hear it. There is one task which comes to mind. As I explained during my briefing, Alice and I will need to infiltrate the moon gates to disable the Magitech field generators. Though I pride myself on my knowledge of various subjects, I must confess I lack confidence in my knowledge of this particular one, which is why I turned to an expert. I have been conversing with Sid via Tataru, attempting to ascertain the design of the generators based on our limited intelligence. Most recently, he sent a parcel with some documents which he believes may be of use. I would like for you to go to Kugane and bring them back here. In the meantime, I will continue to work with our shinobi allies to plot a path into the gates. Safe travels, Anne, and thank you again. Alright, well, we will head to Kugane then. We will be delivery person. Greetings, honored madam. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Yes, we will be. Anne, what are you doing here? I thought you were off fighting nomads on the Azim Steppe. Oh, you beat them! Good show! A shame I didn't get to see it. Alphino has been keeping me apprised of the situation in Doma. I may not be any good in a physical fight, but in a paperwork fight, I'm the true Khan. I'm the true Han. Yeah! I'm sure you are, Tataru. Level 67 quest. Boy, we're getting on up there. You're here for the parcel Sid sent, right? Wait a moment and it will be right out. I'm looking at you, Hancock. It arrived not long ago. A porter delivered it to our offices along with various other knickknacks from Eorzea. Sid regrets that he couldn't come here in person. Apparently, his hunt for the dragon and Omega demands his full attention, you see. Still, he was reasonably confident that the documents he provided would be enough for Alphino to do the work himself. So as soon as that parcel gets here, we can open it up and see what's inside. Pardon my interruption, but the parcel in question, was it the one you placed on the shelf in the back for safekeeping? I believe so, yes. Why do you ask? Well, you see, on closer inspection, said parcel appears to have been addressed to the Sekisagumi barracks. Though it does indeed bulge with a quantity of paper reminiscent of a rather large instruction manual, the lingering scent of lilac leads me to conclude it is in fact a sizable collection of love letters. What? Impossible! That porter was carrying a parcel addressed to us. I saw the writing with my own eyes. Oh, I do not doubt that in the least. However, as he was tasked with a number of deliveries, I can only presume that he handed you another parcel by mistake. This is a disaster. We have to find that porter right this instant. My, she can move quickly when she has a mind to do so. So quickly she neglected to take these love letters with her. They too must be redirected to the rightful recipient. They should also aid you in tracking down the right porter. They keep records of their deliveries and so forth, after all. The man in question was of middling height and build, not unlike myself. Black hair, short, terribly helpful in Kugane, I know. A cheery sort, wearing bright colors, as I recall. I will send a few of my men out to search, but in the meantime, why don't you take the parcel and see if you can't track him down yourself? I will wait here on the off chance he realizes his mistake and returns. All right. Hey, Lily. How you doing today? And so we'll head on out and track down this porter. Oh, there's our handy dandy orange circle. Give us some idea where he is. Yeah, right there will do. Hello, overworked porter. A good evening to you, miss, but I have no time to chat. I have to head to the Bokairo, or was it the hostelry? Ah, no time, no time. What about this lilac-scented love letter? I recognize that parcel. I delivered it to the Ruby Bazaar not long ago. What of it? Huh? A mistake? For the Sekisagumi, you say? Ah, you're right. How stupid of me. Fortunately, I have yet to visit the barracks. This is for you, yes? I will take the other in exchange. Thank you, thank you. We did it, Tataru. I'm sorry, I couldn't find him. I guess we just have to hope he realizes his mistake and returns soon. Look what I found. That's it! That's the parcel! You found him! Though, knowing our luck, Sid put the wrong papers in here. Oh, really? Nope, this is it. These are the documents detailing the operation of the Magitech field generators Alphino requested. I can only imagine what would have happened had we sent Anne back to Doma with a parcel full of love letters. The look on Alphino's face when he reads the first page. On second thought, I'm a little disappointed we didn't. Everyone's working so hard to fight for Doma's freedom, and here I am making the same silly mistakes. It won't happen again, Anne, and I'll keep working hard to bring you and the others useful information. If we hear anything new, we'll contact you straight away. Oh, and you may be pleased to hear that we have brokered an arrangement between the company and the Confederacy. They require armaments, we provide, discreetly and at a reasonable price. I'm sure Lord Lolorito was pleased to hear it. Ha 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 ha! Indeed he was. Indeed he was. Well, it seems our time together is at an end. Give Alphino and Alice my regards, will you? And we're headed back to Yansha. All right. Get me some more tea here. Well, if I can target that. Oh, it seems like just yesterday you were here. Our plans proceed apace. Do you have the documents? Yeah, Magitech Field Generator Manual. Excellent! This looks to be exactly what we need. Assuming our shinobi escort can see us safely inside the moon gates, I should have no trouble deactivating the barrier. Good, good. That is one less thing to worry about. We're going to start getting new weapons. All right. Should you wish for further employment, mayhap you could speak with Alice. I believe she was planning to search the surrounding area for Imperial patrols. If you go now, you may be able to catch her before she departs. All right. I will be happy to check that out. Yeah, we can fly in this zone now. Alphino told you about my plans, and you wish to come with me? Well, far be it from me to refuse you. If truth be told, I'm not entirely sure what I expect to find. In the wake of your failed assassination attempt, the Imperials demonstrated uncharacteristic restraint. There were no public executions, and not a single village was put to the torch. But, as I mentioned earlier, our latest intelligence does suggest a purge is imminent. For all we know, they could be out in the field even as we speak, surveilling their targets and making plans. If so, we need to put a stop to it. Let us begin our search in the north. Will do. All right. All quiet for now. Follow me to the next location. Survey says no Imperial patrols near our headquarters then. Good. The last thing we need is a repeat of Ralger's Reach. Even so, 'twould be prudent to search a little longer. Once, twice, 3 times. Not exactly the enemy I was worried about. Ah, damn it all. I can't just leave the carcass lying in the middle of the road. You've gotten stronger. Next to you, I feel like a child playing at swords and sorcery, though mayhap it suits me better than books. I owe much to a Makot I met on my travels. He was a master of these techniques and kindly agreed to teach me the fundamentals. Oh, yeah, must be the same guy I learned Red Mage from. All right. But I never could warm to common rapiers. I vastly preferred using a blade of my own creation, despite the toll it took on me. Urianger's gift was a godsend, to be honest. Anyway, we're falling behind. We should split up and try to recoup some lost time. We've heard rumors of Imperial soldiers skulking about disguised as villagers. One was supposedly spotted near the ribbons to the south of here. Go and see if there's anything out of the ordinary. Okay. That we shall do then. Hello, haunted elder. Oh. Hello there, young lady. My associates and I are in search of fertile soil for farming, and this land caught our eye. You doubt my words? You suspect we have some other purpose in coming here? How vexing it is to be questioned in this manner. Very well, she desires the truth, and she shall have it. Deal with her! Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Come on, Choco. That was nice of them just to stand around while I got prepared. Oh, you caught the haunted elder running away. I saw them attack you while this one fled. Since you seem to have everything in hand, I decided to capture him. An imperial, I presume? I knew it would come to this, but at the hands of a Westerner? A Doman would at least know the rights. You think you understand, but you do not. She will burn it all before she surrenders. She will never kneel again, nor should she. Anne! Rest assured, the Nari will receive due compensation. Young Asahi has great potential, that much is plain. If he applies himself, he may one day be granted the opportunity to go to Garlemald and learn from some of the leading authorities in the field of Magitech. Few citizens are afforded such treatment, however, much less people of the provinces. You will need to do more. Oh, of course. Have no doubt that we shall. My husband and I want only the best imperial education for our boy. I finished planting the rice, Mother. Not while the officer is here, Yotsuyu. Inside, now! Yes, Mother. You did not mention that you had a daughter. My sister's, not mine. Kami rest her soul. She is utterly hopeless. But one cannot choose one's family. Indeed. She is of age to receive an education as well, is she not? Yet we have no records. I trust I need not remind you of your legal obligations. No, of course not. But she is weak and sickly. Some days she has not the strength to leave her bed. Though a thought occurs to me. Mayhap we can come to an understanding. That was a near thing. What happened? We were talking and then all of a sudden you were somewhere else. Did one of those soldiers hit you on the head or something? Well, if you say so. We should go and tell the others what happened here. Okay. Something about Yotsu's past revealed. Some more Fisher experience. Where is she? She's down in... Oh, she's down in Yansha. I will just port there. Or down in Namai, I mean. All of this is Yansha. Thank you. You didn't have to come with me, but you did, and for that I am grateful. Or no, she's back at the House of the Fierce. Okay, well... I told the others of our encounter with the disguised soldiers. Though we disposed of the bodies, it is only a matter of time before their comrades note their absence. As if we needed any more reason to act quickly. Are you sure you're all right, by the way? You've been awfully quiet since we returned. Ooh, that is a dancer. Okay, grab that. New weapon. Up to eye level 285 now. I'd tell you to rest and leave the rest to the others, but seeing as that isn't in your nature... Lise returned but a moment ago, looking a bit worried. It would seem that trouble is afoot in Namai. You may as well go and ask her about it. As for me, I will not impose upon you any further. Stop giving me miscellaneous stuff for my inventory. We barely got enough armor as it is, huh? Oh, you're here to help? That's a relief. I've been trying to help the villagers in Namai get ready for the operation, but we've run into a few problems. You remember how we're supposed to stir up trouble as a diversion, right? Well, the thing is, we don't have enough armor to go around. I thought the Doma Liberation Front would be able to furnish us with some, but it seems that's not the case. I was about to go and tell Issei, why don't you come too? Fair enough. Oh, you're here too. I heard about those soldiers you and Alice encountered. I'm glad you're all right. Right then. Issei, we have gathered up all the rope we could find in the village, and every tool with an edge, but it is still not enough. Even a hoe would suffice, but there are no more to spare. Thank you, Chigusa. Ryosen could use a hand if there is nothing else. As for more tools, I may have some in my home. Go and search it. Take whatever meets your needs. I made enough rice balls for everyone, including some special ones for Lady Yugiri. Can I go and give them to her? You silly little girl, of course you can. Hurry! You never know when she'll have to leave on a secret mission. See ya. Sorry about that. Everyone's been trying to contribute since Lord Heian returned. There's so much to worry about. You're doing well, Issei. Though I have to ask, have you had any luck finding more armor? Unfortunately, no. Unlike weapons, there are no substitutes for proper protection. It's not as though we need full suits of Imperial plate, but we're not soldiers. If we attack without any equipment, we'll be slaughtered. The Doma Liberation Front doesn't have any armor to spare. I suppose we could ask Hancock, but there's no telling how long it would take for him to send us supplies. Do you have an armorer in the village, or anyone with some skill to fashion armor? There is one man, a craftsman who fled the Enclave. He is experienced and may be able to help. I don't know if I can persuade him to, though, but maybe you two could come with me? His name is Tsurunuki, and he lives in Kusakari in the south. Come with me. All right. We will go... Who are these starry-eyed youths who stand before me? Ones who sing of rebellion? Of liberation? Surely they would not think to trouble me with such foolish dreams. Oh, go and say what you will, but do not take offense if I die from laughter. Oh, you crazy jovial person. Huh? Say again. You would have me fashion armor for villagers who wish to fight Imperial regulars. Mad fools charging boldly to meet their deaths. Bring me steel and I shall give them shells to shield their soft bellies. Yes, yes, plates of steel, all that you can carry, the better to shield them from blade and bullet. If only it were so simple, Master Tsurunuki. Steel plates are not so easily procured. Blind, deaf, and dumb you are, boy. We are awash in broken steel. Magitech, great cylinders come crashing to the earth from on high. Shatter them to bits with my explosives. They will not fail you, for I made them to kill Imperials. Bring me my steel, and you will have your armor. Well, it's not like we know any other armorers who can help. At least we get to blow things up. Okay, Lise. Let's go blow things up then. And blow up more stuff. See, our dancer quest is 68. Alright. Once we get into story level 68, we'll run over and do that one too, I guess. Alright, let's get this armor plating back over to Tsurunuki. Eh? Hey, you have the many plates of steel I demanded. Show me. 15, huh? Wow. Then you are committed to your cause, dressing villagers as soldiers and marching off to war. Stupid, stupid fools. Doma is dead, and so are her people. Lord Kyan, Lord Hien, all dead. Their blood is on our hands. 'Twas Lord Kyan who saved us, who spared us the worst when the Garleans came. Every shred of pride and honor he cast aside without a second thought, all to win their trust, all to serve as their puppet, restored to his throne years later, a paper tiger. Such shame he must have felt, but no matter, he would suffer it for his people. A life as slaves is better than none at all, he believed, but not us. After my lady died, we began to whisper in his ears dreams of freedom and liberation. We pushed him to take action, if only a little. "10 years of preparation, of machinations. So careful we would be, and yet, Doma burned for our foolishness, not for that of Lord Kyan. Monzon, the Enclave, they were raised for our sins. We murdered them all, don't you see? We murdered you all." You're wrong, Master. We are still here. We are still alive. Lord Kyan too lives on, in our hearts and in his son, for Lord Hien is returned. Lord Hien alive? It cannot be. You lie. You lie. It's the truth. Hien came back to Doma to help her fight for freedom. Could it be? My Lord Hien yet lives. Oh. Bands of steel to bind the chest and belly. Yes, yes, I must heat the forge and begin work at once. 10? 100? How many do you need? All that and more you shall have. Yay! Even after 25 years of oppression, they still have it in them to stand up and fight. We just have to show them the way forward. Issei and I will stay and help Tsurunuki finish the armor, so you've no need to wait around. Why not go back to the House of the Fierce? I'm sure there's plenty of work left to be done. Ask about and see what you can find. Okay. Everything is in order, miss. Under Lord Gosetsu's sage tutelage, we grow stronger by the day. Help? Oh, no. I will not impose upon you without cause. Rest assured that everything is in its place and everything is fine. I require no assistance, comrade. Lord Hien's instructions to me were quite clear. I need only transcribe them for the benefit of our Zayla allies. Speaking of Lord Hien, if you are eager to be of service, mayhap you could seek him out. Keep an eye on him perchance, should he decide to venture outside. Let me guess. Someone asked you to act as my protector. Ha! To hear them mutter, one would think I intended to stride up to the castle gates on my own. The truth, of course, is rather less dramatic. I had hoped to look on the castle one last time before the battle. Would you care to join me? You would be setting a lot of fretful minds at rest. Very good, then let us depart for Monzon at once. Oh, about ran right past you there. Monzon was home to many great and powerful families, men of honor, samurai, once. Great swaths were razed and people put to the sword. What little remains stands as a testament to what was and what will never be again. Come, I would take a closer look. No sentries, at least of the living sort. Those shambling suits of armor have the run of the place. To think this was once a bustling street, so full of life. a river of people with a current all its own. But even then, the imperials walked among us, sometimes openly, sometimes discreetly, but we were always aware of their presence, and we were complicit. He did what he had to do to preserve the peace, to keep our people safe, but at what cost? Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for such dark musings, though they did serve to remind me of the barracks which once stood to the west of here, where there may yet be weapons our comrades could use. If you head down that street past those makeshift barricades, you will come to the ruins. I will search elsewhere. Meet me at the water's edge when you have finished. Alas, I found naught of value. Did you? I found a sheathed katana. Still sheathed in its scabbard, though even shielded from the elements it will need to be cleaned and oiled. I recognized the crest. It belonged to the son of a samurai I trained with when I was young. He never even had the chance to draw it. There she is, Doma Castle, my home. They let us keep her for a time, before gradually moving their forces across from Fluminus. Now, her every court and corridor belongs to Yotsuyu. Though Father spent much of his time there, I did not. I may only have visited him there on half a dozen occasions, if that. I cannot remember. But I remember the view from the keep. Doma seemed much smaller from there, like you could hold it in your hands. Well, Monzon at least. Doma is so much more than that. There, beyond the moon gates, unto the shores of the Ruby Sea, and here, in the places that no man can see or touch or take from you. We carry her with us wheresoever we go. Not the land or the soil, but the story. And what is life if not a story? The story of our journey from dawn to dusk, day after day after day. The story of our mothers and our fathers, our families and our friends, our peoples and our nations. I think a part of me understood that when I looked out from the keep. Hian, son of Kayan, another caretaker of the story of Doma. It's a fine castle, truly, with an even finer view, but in the end, in the end, Kami, strike me down. How could I be so blind? We must return to the House of the Fierce at once. I have had what I can only be described as a revelation. Ours is an excellent plan, but not so excellent that it cannot be improved, and I know how. On second thought, Anne, I ask that you return to the House of the Fierce without me, and tell Alphino to call the others together for a meeting. It is imperative that the Kojin emissary be in attendance as well. I shall join you anon. All right. Lord Heian wishes to discuss the details of our plan, very well if he insists. I shall summon the others at once. As for the Kojin, I believe one of their emissaries was already en route. Nevertheless, I shall contact them to make certain.
May I present the Blue Kojin's emissary?
Greetings and well met, old friends. The Elder sends his regards.
Soroban, it's good to have you with us.
If, you might humor me. Thank you for coming, Soroban. Doubtless you have already been informed of our plans and the role we would have your people play. However, I seek your counsel as a Kojin of the Blue. Be it by spell or siegecraft, could your forces destroy the underwater foundations of Doma Castle's outer wall?
Explosives coupled with a few incantations. Yes, that might produce sufficient force. Such a thing could indeed be done.
Then I wish to revise the plan. Instead of assisting the Confederacy in securing the Enclave, I would have the Kojin advance upstream beneath the water and breach a segment of the outer wall. I mean to flood Doma Castle.
My lord, the castle is a sacred symbol, the very heart of our nation. To destroy it is unthinkable, unconscionable. You cannot do this.
I can and I will if it improves our chances. By flooding the castle, we remove the better part of their forces from the field and force Yotsuyu to retreat to the highest levels of the keep. Tell me that is not a worthwhile trade.
But my lord, that castle was entrusted to you by your father and his father before him. I say to you again, it is the heart of our nation.
Stone walls do not a nation make, my friend. Her people do. And as long as we yet live, we can rebuild. So let us only think of this battle, of victory here and now. For without that, we have no future.
I see that you are resolved, Lord Heian, and I would not presume to gainsay your decision.
I will inform the Elder of your revised stratagem and instruct our sappers to make ready.
Our preparations are all but complete. Once we receive word from our Kojin allies, we shall set our plans in motion. We shall fight, and we shall prevail.
No plan is perfect, and there is ever room for improvement. I expect my comrades will be refining their approach until the moment they begin. In case you are unaware, the other Jonin will lead the assault on the moon gates, not I. My place is at Lord Heian's side. If there's nothing else, I'll head back to Namai. Turanuki's working hard, and Issei's doing what he can to help, but maybe there's more that I can do too. He was like a different person when he began hammering those plates, younger, brighter, full of life and hope. The plan is set and all that can be done has been done. Rest and relaxation are now paramount, for tomorrow we may die. Have you two not done enough? Will you not pause a moment to gather yourself on the eve of our grand design? Go not unto battle with weary eyes or lingering regrets, my friend. Soraban informs me that his sappers will be ready within the day, which means that we can proceed as planned and attack Doma Castle tomorrow. Considering the key role you will play, I think it only prudent that you refrain from further labors and rest until tomorrow. Agreed? No rest for the righteous. True enough, true enough. When you have seen to your sundry tasks and are ready to retire, I pray you let me know. Oh, okay. I guess I need to say the first one. Blah, blah, blah. Far be it from me to refuse. We shall speak again in the morning. Take care, my friend.
You're awake. I was just, well, they threw me out, actually. Told me I needed to get some sleep. Ready for the big day. Not long now, eh? I'm nervous, of course, but I also feel like I didn't know where I was going, but maybe, finally, something's gonna change, you know? Really, really change. And when the dust has settled, we'll see what we've won and what we've lost. I'm going to give it my all tomorrow. Everything I've seen and felt, I won't let it be for nothing. Right, off to bed. Don't want to overdo it, and neither should you. Oh, but before you sleep, you should look in on Elfino and Alize. Quietly, of course.
Ha! Another restless soul. Come, come. Raise a glass to freedom.
Good. Good. I shall be interested to know her thoughts on the matter.
Ah, that's enough, Gosetsu. You'll not convince anyone with your drunken ramblings. We've talked about this, all of us. We are flooding the castle tomorrow, and that's the end of it.
I know. I accepted your decision, and I do not intend to go back on my word. Nevertheless, as the battle draws near, I cannot help but recall our many travails, and it fair compels me to speak. In all my time serving as a leader of men, there are two failures which haunt me to this day. The first, a defeat at the hands of the Empire 25 years past, and the subsequent imprisonment of your father. long did I consider offering up my life in atonement, until Lord Kyan, allowed at last to receive visitors, called for me, of all people, for my unborn child, he said. For my dearest Shun. Live. My second failure, of course, was the betrayal of that self-same command. When in the rebellion I failed to protect not only Lord Kyan, but Lord Hien too. That I yet live, having known such disgrace, is an affront to the Kami themselves. Yet you, all of you, saw fit to grant this shameful creature, this failure, another chance to serve a greater purpose. Thank you for pitying an old fool.
Now, it is far too soon for that. Save your tears for the morrow. You may be sure we will have ample cause to shed them, be they for joy or despair. Even that sounds morose. We who yet walk the path should not think too much on the destination. When the hour arrives, we shall welcome what comes with open arms. He is right about one thing, though. We have you and yours to thank for this chance. All debts will be repaid. On that you have my word. But first we must live past tomorrow, no? If you've no intention of sleeping, Gyr, you may as well join us.
Forgive me, my lord. I did not mean to... if that is your will.
There she is. I trust you are none the worse for wear after last night. We received confirmation from the Kojin not long ago. Their sappers stand at the ready and await our signal. Let us not keep them and the others waiting. Gather your things. We depart at once. Oh, thank you, Ovi, over on Kick. Appreciate that. Yeah, I'll go ahead and follow back here once I get a moment. Thank you. Alphino, instruct Lise and the others to move into position and launch their attack. Our scouts report no change in the Imperials' disposition, but I would leave nothing to chance. We must act quickly lest we lose the element of surprise. Understood. I will relay your orders to her and rejoin my unit. Gosetsu and Gyr await the two of you at Monzon. Good luck, my friends. I will see you both again soon. All right, let's get on over there.
Understood. Wish us luck. Right. You all know what you have to do. Are you ready?
Oh, yes. Ready to show them what a good job they made of breaking us.
Then what are you waiting for? Move out!
Why must we waste our time guarding this blasted... Hmm?
Sound the alarm! Fluminus is under attack! Armed insurgents have breached the perimeter! We need reinforcements!
This is Lee's. Imperial forces converging on our position. Looks like we've got their attention. We'll be sure to keep them busy for as long as we can.
Ah, war! To wield power to make men kneel before you. There is no better feeling. A pity I must share this pleasure with a feral dog of a Dothal.
Preening, Oronir! You fear that you will put the sun in shade! Those are for you. Go, claim your prey. Come to me! Come to your death! With each that falls, my soul soars higher!
Swiftly, brothers! Fall not behind! Make an offering of their steel to Father Azim!
They seem to be enjoying themselves.
My lord, the barrier!
That it should fall so soon! Truly, our allies seem determined to surpass each other.
The Magitech field is down. I repeat, the Magitech field is down. Confederate vessels, you are clear to advance upon the Enclave.
The wall is breached. The Kojin too will not be outdone.
Our allies have set the stage. Now we must take the castle. With me!
My lady, the riverside wall has been breached. The lower levels are already flooded and the water is still rising.
So I gathered. You would tear the whole thing down, all for the promise of freedom. A noble sacrifice, or the last desperate flailings ever flew. Speaking of which, how fares my brood?
The procedure was carried out as instructed by Lord Owless. By all indications, it was a success.
Is that so? Then he may yet be of some use. Devotees of vengeance should rightly pursue their cause unto the bitter end, don't you think? Their hearts aflame with passion until the last few embers fizzle and fade, leaving naught but ash. The Viceroy's orders were clear. If Doma falls, none shall be spared his wrong. Tell the men to fight as if their lives depend on it. Because they do.
As you command, my lady.
Again they come to make you kneel, to make you grovel and suffer. But you have endured their worst and survived. You know their tricks. They will not find a flower simply waiting to be plucked.
Right, we're ready to get this underway, it looks like. Aye, there can be no doubt. The Viceroy is trapped, and so comes our part. Our Kojian allies will deliver us to their destination, to the Western Dock, and do not forget to bring your fellow adventurers, and... Greetings and well met, my friends. Climb aboard, climb aboard. There is room enough for you all. And, that we might improve our odds of success, we will divide into two parties upon arrival. One comprising you and your adventurer comrades, the other Gosetsu, Yugiri, and myself. Each will enter the keep via a separate route, dispatching any Imperial forces that attempt to bar their path. Even should one meet with misfortune, the other will reach Yotsuyu. Agreed? Yeah, sounds good. Then let us be about it. For Doma! Alright. Get queued up for that one. And let's see. Whoa, it says 30 minutes. We'll see about that. I will head back and see if I can clear out some inventory space here. Just sell some stuff to a random shop here. Since I'm not on my home world, I can't use my retainers here. We'll do that. All right, let's see here. Just sell off some of this food here. Moral salad I could sell, and a deep fried okeanos, though. Marron glacé and flatbread. Yeah, I don't know. Tiger skins will dump. We'll just dump all the materia too for now. Alright, that ought to be enough for now. And then, let's see, back to... Oh, 1 hour later. Fine, but work is hectic. Yeah, I understand how that can be. Normal after having a few days off. The week is just zipping by. Yeah, no problem. I remembered that you tend to have me on there while you're working, so I know you're busy. You don't need to worry about that. Just happy to have you checking in on us there, Lily. Thank you so much. And let's see, go ahead and do the next adventure squadron, or Grand Company squadron thing we've got going on here. We had some new recruit, at least one new recruit, I think. It was a success, and we got some more, what do you call that? I can never remember. That one finished. That's it, chemistry, that's what I'm trying to think of. When accompanying a Makot, there is a 10% chance to receive contemporary war offense. Sure, we'll take that. And then this one, above level 50, 30% chance. Well, long way before we're above 50, but that's fine. All right, let's see. Who did we get here? We got a rogue. Don't think I need another rogue here. That's all. Well, we got 2 DPS in our party currently waiting. Squadron missions, level 20. Yeah, we can give the next level 20 a try here. Or let's see what we've got for 25. We don't have the stats for that. We'll give this one a try. And then training courses. Let's boost our mental. All right, got that. And I will head back out to near the peaks. See if I have any more time to ride on up to where I gotta slay those marble Earlists for another ether current. And if not, that's fine. The most important thing for me at this point is getting that queue to pop. Where is the next? Ooh, yeah, that's a long ways away. We won't run into another one here anytime soon, I think. Oh, there it goes. Good, good, good. We are ready. All right, come on, other DPS. We're ready to go. Whoops. Dearest of all my enemies, I have new toys to show you. Oh, okay, buddy. This party is kicking ass. We go together, together. Yeah, a little bit of a transition from the music there when we started that one, huh? Alright, they didn't wait around, did they? Alright, let's see. Anything go to our inventory there? No. We didn't get any new stuff, it looks like. Alright, made it through that one, alright. Ooh, I got a recommendation. This character's got 10 now. I guess that means, that's what that means.
Have you aught to say for yourself? For what you have done to our people? Your people?
My people, he says. The precious lordling beloved by all, come to confront the wicked witch. My parents taught me no better. They worked me from dawn to dusk like an ox or an ass or some other beast of burden. Until, that is, my brother spied a chance to transform the family fortunes. And so I was married to a vicious old drunk, who beat me as he pleased. And when I pleaded for help, I was told to grin and bear it. For the family, for him, for everyone's sake. They pretended not to notice, but they knew. They knew! What did it matter? I was nothing to them. Less than nothing. I wasn't of their flesh. I wasn't a fellow Doma. I wasn't even a person. I might just as well have been dead. And Then my husband passed away one day. And so I was sold off yet again to pay his debts. But this time, I found a way to live for myself, to survive, as a spy for the Empire. Oh, those were the days when the scales first fell from my eyes. No longer would I be a slave to my parents or my husband or the pleasure house. I would be free and receive due compensation. That would be enough, I thought. Until I saw a Doma in the road, beaten and broken. And my heart skipped a beat. Lying at my feet, groaning in agony, sobbing in despair. Powerless, helpless, hopeless. A vision forever seared into my soul. Oh! There was nothing I would not do to feel that joy again. To bend this cruel, twisted world to my whims. Now, having borne witness to my life's work, have you aught to say to me? "'Twas kind of you to lend me your ear, my lord. But now it is time for us to conclude our little tete-a-tete with a final game of chance. Who shall stand, and who shall fall? Let the die be cast."
This was her plan from the first, to bring the keep down on our heads!
I will remember your words. We must flee. Order our forces to withdraw.
Go, my lord! While you still can! I cannot hold this forever!
No! We will not leave you behind!
Do your duty! Deliver Lord Hien and the others to safety! Now! Forthwith! I shall manage on my own!
Ouch.
Kosetsu!
No. No one leaves. Not you or anyone else.
"'Tis not this old frame cannot bear. Go now, all of you! The day is won, and the morrow beckons!
This isn't over.
Do not despair, my friend. Never before have I felt so alive. My eyes unclouded, my purpose clear. This is right.
Gosetsu. You never failed us. Not once. You served my father faithfully. And I'm a better man for your guidance.
Well, I guess it's glad we've got plenty of time to give speeches here.
And the Doma we build together shall be better for it too. Be proud, my friend. Be proud.
Gosetsu's like, Little Shun, please hurry up.
I am Shun. More than you know.
Hien! Hien!
You cast the die. Gambling was never my vice.
How merciful the gods that I should find you in time. Kosetsu? We must turn back now before it is too late.
Eyes forward, Cyrano. That was his wish.
I will deliver you to safety. The others are waiting.
Right. Well, now. I see. Thank you. The occupation is ended then, and the people must be informed of our victory. But I will not simply give up Gosetsu for lost. Before aught else, we must needs search the ruins. Allow me, my friends. The castle is still collapsing into the river and could easily drag you to your deaths. I can navigate the waters easily without fear of drowning. Be reasonable, brother. You know he is right. Anne, a word if I may? My lord withdraws into himself, unable to turn his thoughts from the keep. He needs us now, more than ever. My friends, I am returned. I swam as far into the ruins as I could. That was fast. And did you find him? Nay, lady, naught remained of the keep for me to search. Undermined from below and shaken from above, the manner of its collapse was most unusual. If the floor beneath him gave way before the rest, it is not impossible that he could have been sent tumbling into the river. But the water is thick with silt and debris. Despite my best efforts, I could not find him. I am sorry. There is naught for which you should apologize. Thank you, Soraban, for taking it upon yourself to search. The castle is in ruins, and the people are eager to learn the fate of their nation. We leave at once. Are you sure, my lord? The day is won, and the morrow beckons. It falls to us to greet it. I'm going down to the docks to see if I can't get one of the Confederate ships to take us to the Enclave. Mayhap we should tell the others at the House of the Fierce to gather there. Magnai and Sadhu know not of what happened in the castle. I will go and tell them. They fought valiantly and with honor, Cyrena. I pray you tell them that as well. You too, my friend, were instrumental in this triumph. I must insist that you be present when we bring these tidings to my people. Gladly. You all look like shite. The captain thought you might need a ride to the Enclave. Ready to come aboard? Let's go. On you go then. Sit wherever you like. I don't know what happened in there, but it's over. You won. That's cause enough for celebration, and those people you're about to see need something to celebrate.
We brought everyone here. You were the last to arrive.
I see. Thank you. We owe the Confederacy a great debt.
I have waited 25 years for this moment. You owe us naught. Look! It's Lord Hien!
Lord Hien!
It's him! He lives! He lives!
Some few words of encouragement would not go amiss, my lord.
Right. Yes, of course.
Well, if you won't say something, I will.
Hearing you say that, I find my courage somehow renewed. Much obliged. We are a sorry lot, are we not? Tired, dirty, stinking of blood and sweat and ash. A people pushed to the point of breaking. And yet, we won. The perseverance to endure decades of oppression. The will to carry on the legacy of those we have lost. These were the bonds that held us together and gave us the strength to reclaim our home. After 25 hard years, the shadow of the Empire no longer darkens these lands, and we may at last look forward to the dawning of a new day. But, my friends, it will be a day of work. So I ask you, have you yet the strength to stand? To rise up with me once more? Here and now? And begin to rebuild our homeland?
Doma! Doma!
This will not end with Doma. We will see to that, right, Lise?
Oh, thanks for the comment, Stags. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII sure is a classic. I know what you mean. That's a great one.
Right.
Indeed, this is but the beginning. The tide is turning, and it shall soon bear us back across the seas and onward and to the next battlefield.
Oh, can't ride around here yet. Yeah, they have moved on since then. The graphics are incredibly good now. Is the start of this game. Yeah, the graphics have improved quite a bit in 25 years or so. Honored hero, you seek passage across the One River. Yes, I do. Are you quite certain you would not prefer to stay a while longer? There are sure to be festivities at which you would be the guest of honor, like as not. Very well. There are other ways in which we might celebrate. By rejoining the fight for freedom in Gyr Abania, for one. Short though our time here has been, we have all come to regard this land and her people as our own, I think. But we have done that which we came here to do. Word of Doma's liberation will soon spread throughout the Empire, and we must seize this opportunity to rekindle the fires of liberation in the West. We dare not allow the Imperials a moment's respite, lest they march on Doma again. For the sake of all concerned, we should leave immediately. Did I hear you right? You are leaving? I'm afraid so. We've got our own battle to fight. What about you? Will you be heading back to the steppe? Yes, the war here is ended, and there is no cause to remain. The Oranir and the Dotharl have already withdrawn. I will follow them anon, but I wish to bid you farewell first. The Blue too must return to their homes, but we will be back. Doma has need of merchants and builders, and we are eager to offer our services. And just like that, our grand fellowship is broken. Without ceremony or pomp, you steal off into the dark. Oh, and you don't play them anymore, but you watch people playing them. Well, cool. Yeah, they are a good series. I'm happy to have you here too, Stags. Thanks for dropping in with us. No matter. We have plenty to be getting on with. Places to be, people to rob, and so on. And the captain never was one for mingling. I am a pirate. Give me a song at the tavern and I will be happy. Hobnobbing with Lord Hien? Nay. No taste for the finer things. In any event, we need not part ways here. If you are for Kugane, we would be happy to take you. Her waters have always been fruitful. I wish you well on your journey, my friends. May you ever walk in crimson. Thank you, Serena, for everything. May the Kami speed you on your way. Until we meet again. Right, Rasho. Naught remains undone? You are ready to depart? I think so. We're ready. To Kugane, then. That's convenient. Have everything? Good. We will need to weigh anchor before the Sekisagumi arrive. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for what you did. Give my regards to the Ul'dan. I informed Tataru of our coming. She and Hancock should be waiting for us in the Ruby Bazaar. Then it is here we part ways. Best of luck to you and yours in your piratical endeavors, I suppose. Alright, return to the Ruby Bazaar. Is there a new quest here? Oh yeah, I can go pick up another hunt mark quest, I think for elite marks maybe. So good to see you, Anne. There is news I've been waiting to share with you. It's that damnable Vulveva. She had the gall to chastise me for inviting passers-by to join Clan Centurio. All I ever sought was to bring the thrill of the hunt to all who cared to know it. I'll grant you, no soul save you that I've recruited has ever reported back from their outings. We assume them all fallen, but such is the nature of the hunt. I've neither time nor patience for the weak. Let the hunt cull them from our ranks, I say. If 100 must die for Clan Centurio to find one such as you, so be it. I knew you to be of great ability, but never did I suspect you would climb so high. You've done good by me and made me proud to call you sister. From this day forth, I recognize you as one of Clan Centurio's most accomplished hunters. With that, you have the clan's leave to hunt the Far East's most fearsome quarry. I hazard you require no long-winded explanation, having already faced such beasts in Ishgard. Still, for sake of ceremony, go and speak with Vulveva. Go well, Anne, and don't go dying on me now. The true fun has only just begun. Hail, Anne. I have had word from Estrald. It seems she has vouched for your promotion to Clan Centurio's elite. I agree, you have proven yourself. There is nary a soul in the clan who doubts your ability. Be welcome to our highest rank, sister. We wish you good fortune on your future hunts, and you will need it, for now you hunt the fiercest prey the Far East has to offer. On these hunts, we grade our quarry according to its strength. The higher the grade, the greater the bounty. But, of course, so too the greater the danger. Never has Estrald thought so highly of one of her recruits. You have come far. So far, any further words of warning may be meaningless, but I will give them all the same. Now more than ever, do not overestimate yourself. Thank you for the words. Not every day. I'm currently doing 6 days a week, every day except Monday. However, tomorrow is an exception. I've got some real life stuff I'm going to have to do, so I don't believe I will be streaming tomorrow. But yeah, usually every day, 6 days a week. And I'm now able to undertake veteran clan mark bills. So we will grab one. Who is it? It looks like it's Galki Strongblade in the Ruby Sea. So if we run across them, we'll take them out if we can. All right, back to the Ruby Bazaar then. Welcome back, everyone, and congratulations on a job well done. It is a pleasure as ever to see your smiling face, Tataru. Less so yours, Hancock, though Rasho and I are sincerely grateful for your assistance. The pleasure was all mine, Master Alphino, I assure you. Anyway, you will be glad to hear that I have already chartered passage for you back to Limsa Lominsa. The ship is to leave port this very day, but the captain has agreed to wait until the 4 of you have boarded. The 4 of us? You mean to stay here in Kugane? Yes, I gave it some thought, and I realized that even with Doma free, there's still a need for a woman in the middle. Maybe even more than before, considering all the friends and alliances you made. As I told her many times before, I would be more than willing to assist you. And as I told you many times before, I am not about to let you worm your way into our affairs and exploit our connections for your personal gain. Ah, must you always presume the worst? So there you have it. I will remain here for now. You needn't worry, I'm a regular at the hostelry, and a half dozen other local institutions. Everyone loves me. I'm sure, Tataru. So go, don't let me keep you. Buy your supplies and souvenirs while you still can. When you've finished, make haste to the docks. Pier number 2 to be precise. I'll be waiting for you there. So I guess it's off to pier number 2. First to arrive as always. Hopefully the others will not be far behind.
Ah, there you are. All packed and ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, yes. Apologies for the wait. The task of tying up loose ends invariably takes longer than one allows. Happily, however, all now seems to be in order.
Then there's nothing left to do but to board the ship. Do try and enjoy the journey, won't you? It may be your last chance to rest for a while.
That would depend on the good captain's choice of route.
As ever, Tataru, I pray you take all due precautions while making your inquiries. Better to avoid the local authorities altogether than risk a repeat of our Ishgardian episode.
And what sordid episode is this, pray tell?
Naught to speak of, I assure you.
You there! Hold that ship!
What are you two doing here? Shouldn't you be in Doma?
Shouldn't you? You left with nary a word. I half wondered if I had done something to offend.
Upon learning that you had departed for Kugane, we immediately resolved to give chase. Our comrades can manage affairs in our absence, and it seemed the least we could do.
You mean you came all this way just to say goodbye?
That too, aye. But there was something else I felt I had to say. You helped us win our freedom, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Accordingly, after we have established an interim government and so forth, I think it only meet that we repay the favor by dispatching our own forces to Eorzea. If you would have us.
We harbored no expectations of such generous aid, and as there is no telling when the Empire might strike back at you, would it not be wiser to concentrate your resources on the defense of Doma?
I had a mind to pursue a more aggressive defense. To which we will send forth shinobi to provinces far and wide to spread word of our victory, that we might inspire others to take up arms as we did. Even the Empire has its limits. If the Garleans cannot be certain where and when the next rebellion will take place, how can they commit another force to Doma? And besides, so long as this debt remains unpaid, how am I to face myself? And Gorsetzer?
As you wish. I will relay your offer to the Eorzean Alliance.
All of Doma is counting on you to finish what we have started. You have it in you, Lise. To seize the future you want. Never forget.
I won't, Hien. Not your words or anything else. Everything that led us here, that will drive us forward, I'll carry it with me always. And that's a promise.
I will hold you to that. Go with them to Eorzea. Tell their people of our triumph and of our pledge to stand with them.
By your leave, I shall pave the way for our new alliance.
Hurry up, you lot! The ship's about to weigh anchor!
It seems our time is at an end. Go well, my friends, and may we meet again beneath a western sky.
Meanwhile, in the royal palace of Alamigo,
I always knew that woman was unfit for command.
Aye, when you think of all the resources we'd poured into that hole, and for what?
oop, here we go.
The beast yet lives. Mayhap it is time I sharpen my claws. I wonder, will you walk into my parlor once more?
For Dolorem Lupus, come at the command of the Lord Viceroy to present the prisoner taken by the Cranie Lupi.
Xenosier Galvus, I presume. It's true what they say. You do have the eyes of a monster. A ravenous, insatiable fiend.
You, give the butcher your weapon.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, this is...
A reward given in recognition of your service. I trust it will prove more capable than its former owner.
I swear, I'll not disappoint you, my lord.
Good. Now, silence that mewling little piglet. I will not hear another sound pass her lips until I strip the fat from her.
Oh, Kryl. Hey, back in Limsa. All right. Back in Eorzea at last. Ready to pick up where we left off and finish the fight. We're not who we were when we left. We're stronger and wiser. So let's do it. Let's get back to Alamigo and defeat Xenos once and for all. Yeah. Let's put on some new pants here, too. Still level 67. Here we are, home at last. I must say, the journey passed more quickly than I had expected. That would be due to the absence of otherworldly interference, I expect. I should be glad if we did not speak of that unpleasantness again. But, in spite of all that and more, we return better for the experience, and, more importantly, triumphant. Indeed, and with Doma freed of imperial oppression, it is only right that we turn our thoughts to the plight of Alamigo. Well, I'm all for that, obviously, but I think you should go and see the refugees at Revenant's Toll before doing anything else. They'll be thrilled to hear what we've accomplished, and it'd sound best coming from you. Thank you. I shall do as you suggest. I see I am not too late. Admiral, what are you doing here? The East Aldenard Trading Company informed me of your impending arrival. I have tidings I thought best to share with you in person. From Gyr Abania? Aye. The Alliance still holds the wall, despite several Imperial counterattacks, but we have been unable to press further into occupied territory. Commander Kemp and his men, meanwhile, have made great strides toward rebuilding their depleted ranks. They have even taken it upon themselves to attempt some few operations, with mixed results, I am sorry to say. 'Twas a complication arising from one such venture which moved me to seek you out. Such as? During a mission to transport wounded resistance fighters to the Rising Stones, Kryl Baldessian was taken prisoner. Kryl? Do they know where she is being held? They do not, but your comrades were informed at once, and I am told Thancred is in Gyr Abania looking for her as we speak. How could this have happened? We must seek out Thancred without delay. Nay, Kryl taught me better than that. It would be unwise to act without first acquiring a full understanding of the situation. Agreed. Thank you for informing us. Tired though we may be, we must make haste to Castrum Oriens. Pray excuse us, Admiral, Lady Ugiri. And Castrum Oriens next. Looks like there's another, maybe another ether current quest here now. Yeah. Ah, an adventure of the immortal flames? A moment, if you would. The Alliance has seen fit to charge the Twin Adder with overseeing the occupation of Castrum Oriens for the interim. As an adventurer, I realize it is your wont to attend to matters both great and small in all corners of the realm, though it should go without saying that you must also uphold your obligations to the Immortal Flames and the Eorzean Alliance. Thus, I would ask for your aid in a reconnaissance mission here in the Fringes. Pray, speak with Lieutenant Mulco when you are ready to receive a briefing. She will be overseeing the operation. Fair enough. Do my eyes deceive me? It can't be. But it is. An adventurer, the Griffin's Bane herself. Yes, the great hero who defeated the Griffin atop Baelsar's wall, bringing his plans of conquest to a shuddering halt. I can think of no other title that so aptly befits your prowess. A pity no one else seems to think so. But enough of that. What brings the illustrious Griffin's Bane here to Castrum Oriens? Serpent Marshal Brookstone has requested you assist in my investigation. This is such an honor. I'll do my best not to disappoint you. Ah, goodness me, where are my manners? Talamolko, military records officer at your service. I cannot offer much in the way of combat, but if you should have any inquiries regarding historical matters, you need only ask. Now then, let me apprise you of our current situation. Shortly after taking control of Castrum Oriens, we discovered a number of confidential documents left behind by the Garleans, prisoner records dating back to the beginning of Alamigo's occupation. As you might have guessed, a great many were conscripted and sent away to subjugate new territories. A surprisingly large number were executed as a reminder of what would happen should any step out of line. What we weren't expecting, however, was a number of prisoners listed simply as whereabouts unknown. We thought perhaps they met some ill fortune during their imprisonment or even escaped, but we could find no other documents to suggest what became of them. Be they living or deceased, it is now our duty to find them, not just for our own records, mind you, but their loved ones as well. They deserve the peace of mind of knowing what happened here. Would that this were a recent incident, though. It will be no easy task ascertaining their whereabouts after 20 years, but I believe I know where we might begin our investigation. The Ananta have called these lands home long before even the Alamegans came to settle here. And, as luck would have it, the Resistance has established cordial relations with their people. Perhaps they remember something of what happened all those years ago. Alamegan prisoners captured 20 years ago? Yes, I remember. When the Garleans gained their foothold here, they interned any and everyone. Striders, Ananta, it mattered not. Most were forced to serve the Garlean military, dispatched to other lands from which they would never to return. If I'm not mistaken, the prisoners who remained were taken to a small village to the south. I cannot say what transpired there, but the settlement was heavily guarded. I fear the worst for them. Settlement to the south, why, that would have to be Bittermill. I recall records of its residents seeking asylum from Gridania when the Garleans first arrived. The place was all but razed to the ground. Let's begin our search there. Perhaps something of value still remains in the rubble. There you are. You have heard the news? In broad strokes from Admiral Blofuswin, what happened? Kryl and a squadron of resistance fighters were escorting Ishtola and several other wounded to the Rising Stones for further treatment when they were ambushed by Imperial forces. Arenvald and his men fought valiantly, but in the chaos. I will make no excuses. We failed to protect her. Do not be so hard on yourself. You protected Ishtola and the others, did you not? Tell us about the attack. It was the skulls. They knew a path across the wall we hadn't found. We thought we were safe once we reached the Black Shroud. We weren't expecting an ambush. During the fight, I caught a glimpse of their leader's memories. It was all planned. The advantage of having a walker in the field. I'm not as strong in the echo as Anne is, of course. Half the time, it's enough to knock me on my arse like I've taken a dose of concentrated ether. So you walked in Fordola's memories. What did you see? A woman promised the world. Education, training, citizenship. All that and more if she but sold her soul. A traitor to her people, a pretender to her masters. It was Xenos himself that gave the order. Told her to return with Kryl Baldessian, alive. Our agents have been carefully monitoring Imperial communications since the attack, but have yet to intercept any transmissions making reference to Kryl or her current whereabouts. If their orders were to bring Kryl back alive, we can save her if we move quickly enough. As you say, time is of the essence, which is why I intend to slip past enemy lines and see what information I can uncover on my own. In the meantime, it is up to you and our allies to command the Imperials' undivided attention. Lots of shouting and explosions and so forth. Keep them distracted, and I will find her. Very well. I wish I could do more to aid you, but I understand. Commander Kemp is on his way to the castrum as we speak for a meeting with General Alden. If you hurry, you could find him on the road and discuss the situation beforehand. I think Anne and I are going to go and see Conrad like he suggested. You all wait here. Oh, we are 15 levels above these monsters now. They will not be giving us any trouble. Yo, Conrad. Well, well. Isn't this a pleasant surprise? It fills my heart with joy to see you two hale and healthy. Welcome home, Lise. Anne, I'm sure you've heard about Kryl by now. That's why we're here. I'm still not sure what to think about it. But we'll save her. We'll definitely save her somehow. I've no doubt that you will. You look stronger for your time in the Far East, lass, and that's good news for Kryl. I'd like to think so. But enough about me. How is everything with you and the Resistance? Better than when you last saw us, and no mistake. Arnvald's been a godsend. Him and Minago and all the other youngbloods have achieved so much in such a short time. We've been blessed to receive the support of the Flames Alamegan Brigade, who've been instrumental in freeing our countrymen from labor camps throughout Gyr Abania, as well as some political prisoners from the city proper, believe it or not. It took you ages to, breed the chocobos back in the day. Oh yeah, for Final Fantasy VII, is that right? Yeah, that is kind of an interesting side thing to do there. Together with the refugees returning from Ul'dah and elsewhere, we've had no shortage of able-bodied men and women eager to join the cause. I knew you wouldn't stop fighting, even after what happened at the Reach. Force of habit, I suppose. Though we've come a long way, we still have far to go. But we'll fight for every ilm, and sooner or later, we'll get to Alamigo. But listen to me prattling on when we should be making haste to Castramorians. There's no point you telling me everything now when you'll only have to say it all again for the Flame General's benefit. You're right. I'll go on ahead and tell the others that you're not far off. Alright, now let's go ahead and do this ether current quest here. Well, that looks like a special one. Oh yeah, that's old Earl. Don't dare take him on if I can help it. Or Arla. What are Garleans doing here? They cannot be allowed to leave. Get them. Oh, okay. Come on, Chocobo. Whoops. Yeah, I forgot about that. Gotta watch those AoEs. That's okay. Let's get this guy down, huh? Super duper. Whoa! That's it, run away. Goodness, that's smarts. Perhaps I should have devoted more time to combat training, though no amount of training would make me a match for the renowned Griffin's Bane. That was a magnificent display. Garlean soldiers were certainly the last thing I expected to find in these abandoned and otherwise forgotten buildings. I managed to catch them unawares, but I'm quite certain this investigation would have ended poorly had you not arrived. Still, I find this quite curious. By all rights, the Garleans should be too busy contending with the Resistance to waste time in a place like this. What were they doing here? I'm afraid our search for answers has only raised more questions. If we are to make sense of any of this, we must search this place from top to bottom after my heart returns to my chest. Yeah, breathe. There we go. Finish that one. And what's next here? Well, that one's not a ether quest. I'm not going to bother doing that one then. We can just be lazy and port over there for now. You have spoken with Thancred then. Good. Take heart. If anyone can track her down, it's him. I believe I hear Commander Kemp's party approaching. If you are ready to address Father and the others, let us be about it. And a ring, a new ring. There we go. High level 287 now. There you are. And there is Commander Kemp, I see. I know you are eager to speak of our next move, but we would first hear more of your last. Tell us of your deeds in Doma.
Pray, join me in welcoming our Scion allies, but recently returned from their mission to the Far East. We have been most eager to hear a first-hand account of your time there, eventful as we understand it was.
Very well. Allow me.
So you see, we did a thing and then we did another thing.
Such victories are rarely won without sacrifice, but the prize is worth the price. Doma, free after all these years.
Bloody hells. Flooding their own castle for a better chance at victory. We could learn a thing or two from that lad.
Our agents report a flurry of communications between Garlemald and Alamigo in recent days. 'Tis plain they are in the midst of deliberating their response to the Doman uprising.
Good. Every Imperial unit in occupied territory will be on the lookout for civil unrest. The fear of leaving critical locations undefended will make commanders think twice about committing their forces, giving us a chance to seize the initiative.
We have a chance, aye. Mayhap the last one we're ever going to get. While we've done our best to rebuild the Resistance, the Imperials have only increased their efforts to root out sympathizers. If we keep on playing for smaller prizes, it's only a matter of time before they crush us again. And that we won't come back from.
A swift advance seems best for all concerned, not least poor Mistress Kryl.
Then let us waste no more time. The campaign for Alamigan liberation begins now. Our first objective will be to capture Castellum Valadina. Take the bridge, and the whole of the fringes will be ours. From there, we can push east towards the peaks. I name this operation Rolga's Beacon. For as Rolga once sent his star to guide our ancestors to these lands, so too shall it see us home.
The success of this operation is paramount. So long as the Empire holds Castellum Veladina, the main host cannot advance. Xenos knows this, which is why he has ordered Fordola and her men to see to the bridge's defense. So we'll get to fight the Skulls again. The Butcher is not to be underestimated. She is decisive, ruthless, and feared by foes and friends alike. But we have a plan to defeat her. First, we send an alliance force down the main road, signaling our intention to mount an all-out assault. The garrison will muster their forces and prepare for a protracted battle. However, they will soon find that we are ill-prepared for their counterattack. Our men will begin to break ranks and flee. I see. Show them your backs and give them a target too tempting not to pursue. Aye. Fordola is too aggressive not to press the advantage. She will order her men to give chase. We lure them as far as East End, where the commanders will rally their forces and attempt to hold their ground. If all goes to plan, we should be able to keep the greater part of their garrison occupied, leaving us to tackle the bridge's remaining defenders. Very clever, I'm sure. But what are we to do if the Imperials smell a rat and return before we've taken the place? I don't need you to take Veladina, Commander Kemp. All I need is for you to fly your flag from its tower. You mean to trick them into believing that the bridge has fallen? Aye. We convince them Veladina is lost, hit them hard with our reinforcements, and watch them go running for the hills. Then, when the dust is settled, we regroup at the Castellum. What say you? I like it. It's a bold plan, but a good one. We'll do it. In that case, we shall support both the Resistance and the Alliance forces. Anne, Lise, Arenvald, I ask that you accompany Commander Kemp. Alisay and I will remain with the Flame General. We will return to Ralgar's Reach and make our preparations. As soon as they are complete, we will join you in the field. Godspeed. Oh, and we're instantly ported over there. All right. Excuse me. In case you haven't noticed, the flag flying above Veladina is bloody massive. It'd take a dozen men to change it, and far too long besides. But there's no need for all that. Right, Monago? Not so long as I have my griffin and a satchel of glamour prisms, no. Arenvald, you're in charge of the runners between us and the Alliance. No link pearls. Lise, I want you to look in on the squadrons. Make sure they've got everything they need. Everybody clear? Aye, sir. All forces are to depart for Castellum Corvi when ready. That will be all. And stay with me a moment, if you would. There's a few men I'd like you to look in on personally. Each of them has lost people, and I can tell it weighs on their hearts. There have been a lot of new faces since last you were here, so it's best if I just tell you where to look. One's an officer you'll find in the barber, another's an older fellow who likes to pass the time on the shore of Starfall. The last is a fiery young lad from Little Alamigo, who I'm told trains by himself by the river to the fringes. You'll know them when you see them. Come and find me when you've finished. Wait, I know you. Lieutenant Adventurer, it is an honor to meet you. I was living hand to mouth in Ul'dah, but decided to enlist in the flames after I heard tales of your daring do. And now, as fate would have it, I've been sent here to join in the fight for my homeland's liberation. But this is no time to talk. I've got to prepare for the operation. Take care, Lieutenant. We'll give those Imperial whoresons what for. I say, if it isn't the lass who helped me find the ward I misplaced. But there I go again, treating you as an equal. It wasn't till after you'd gone that one of my comrades pulled me aside and told me it was only the bleeding hero of Eorzea who'd taken time out of her busy day to help me. Well, what is done, but know that I will fight with every ounce of my strength in this coming battle, and the next and the next. Mayhap that will serve to repay the favor. Fare you well. Anne, am I right? I doubt you remember me, but I'll never forget you. Saved my life in Little Alamigo, you did. Wilred and the rest of us had got it into our heads that if we had enough crystals, we could summon Rhalgr like the Amalja summoned their god. Thankfully, you put a stop to it. Ever hear about what happened to Wilred? Joined the Braves when they came calling, only to turn up dead one day. Never found out how or why, but I reckon it doesn't matter. Dead's dead, after all. But at least he died doing what he thought was right, and maybe that's the best folks like us can hope for, eh? Not that I'm in any hurry, mind. You've had a word with the men I mentioned then. As I'm sure you've noticed, they've another thing in common aside from tragedy. You've touched each of their lives in one way or another, but that's not the reason I wanted you to speak with them. A man who's lived in Gyr Abania his entire life, who bore witness to the realities of the occupation for 20 unbroken years. A man who fled Alamigo in search of a new life, who swore to serve another nation only for fate to conspire to send him back here. A youth born on foreign soil who never knew his parents' homeland, yet nevertheless felt kinship with our cause. 3 men, 3 stories, 3 reasons, yet all belong to the Resistance. In growing larger, we've grown more diverse, and while there is good in that, there's also the potential for strife and discord. It'd take a special sort to lead such men to Alamigo, don't you think? Good thing they've got you. For now, aye, but not forever. And to be frank, I don't always know what to say to the ones who left, not to mention the youths. Nay, the Resistance needs a leader with a wider view, someone who's not lived their whole life in Gyr Abania, who's known death and hardship but not been ground down by them. Aye, as you may have guessed, I've been thinking of asking Lise, but it'll be her decision in the end. A fine choice. I trust I needn't say that this conversation is just between you and me. My lips are sealed, Conrad. Good girl. Right then. We'd best head to Castellum Corvi, or what remains of it, rather. All right, let's head on out. Yeah, maybe shorter, just a port from Castrogorians for now. Oh, there's a big boy. And sneak on past Arla. Well, this is looking like not the best way to have gone. Oops, sorry about that. Here he is. All right, well, let's get this done then. We'll lead the way while the other units launch their own separate attacks. Remember that we need to hold out until Monago sees to the flag. Got your gear in order? Any moment now. And we'll be capped at 69.
It's begun then.
Good. It's the waiting that drives me mad. Standing around, knowing what's to come. I'll never get used to it.
Calm down, Nargo. You're making her nervous. We've come this far, haven't we? We just need to make it the rest of the way.
Right.
Looks like the bastards went for the bait. The bridge is ours for the taking. Now remember, Monago, I want you to make for the tower as soon as you see an opening and get that flag flying. We'll see to the fighting.
I won't let you down, sir.
Come then. Rolga's star shall burn bright this day.
No sign of sentries. General Alden must have his hands full. Let's seize the bridge and be done with it. All right, let's do it. Get rid of those guns.
Take this!
Big boys. Here you go. Really would like to get them. Wonder, can I make these my partner? Yes, indeed. Awesome. Think you're clever with all your little tricks? Think again. None of you are leaving here alive. Okay. Between them like that, I guess.
Meet my new friend!
That'll work. That'll keep us well out of the way. And right there should be okay, I think.
I'll cut you to pieces!
yuck, I'm bleeding. There we go. Nago made it. We've only got to hold on a little longer.
God damn you! No more running! No more hiding! Let's finish this! Look! The flag!
The bridge is ours! Al amigo! Al amigo! Al amigo! Yeah!
Stand your ground! It's not over yet! Damn it!
Let them go, Lise. We've done what we came here to do. That's enough for now.
Philadina is fallen? Impossible!
We have them on the run! Forward! No mercy!
Regroup! Regroup! We have to regroup! All units, fall back!
Commander, the 4th cohort has been routed. We'll be at the mercy of the enemy's reinforcements if we don't fall back now.
Idiot! We have the stronger force by far. Don't be taken in by their tricks. Or would you rather tell Xenos you lost to this rabble?
No, but if the snakes betray us in the confusion, we'll have no way out. I'm begging you, Commander. Give the order, or we'll all die here.
As common traitors who drank of muddied waters. For all the good it did us. School's with me! The day is theirs, and so is this bastard bridge. Someone bring the snake.
I suppose. It's our first victory, isn't it? And that has to be worth something.
It's a shame Fordola got away, but we did what we came here to do. I have to remind myself it's just the first step, but it's a big one. We're going to take it back, all of it, one ilm at a time if we have to. Still level 67 quest. There's still a chance that some Imperials are holed up inside the castellum. We'll need to search it top to bottom to be sure it's safe. In the meantime, I want you to rendezvous with the main host. Keep your weapons at the ready. There's a chance you might come face to face with soldiers on the run en route. On second thought, it might be prudent for you to do a preemptive sweep of the region for soldiers that have gone to ground. We shouldn't afford them any time to regroup and launch a counterattack. When you've judged your work to be done, report to General Alden in Bittermill. Alright, sounds like a plan. See, from here, northeast for another... Okay, so it's going to be after we get through the bridge there. No experience for the Choco on those. Oh, he's a big boy too. Lieutenant, all's well at the bridge? Yes, it is. Good, good. The fighting has died down here too, as you can see. Pippin left but a moment ago with a contingent of troops to occupy Veladina. If and when the Imperials return, they'll find us dug in behind their own walls. I could not have hoped for a better outcome, General. Splendidly done. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It'll take more than one castellum to turn the tide. My men and I will deal with the remaining enemy forces. Scions, I bid you return to Commander Kemp and his men. Delight not overmuch in victory, not when there are battles left to fight. Our work here is finished. Our resistance allies are waiting. Back so soon? I suppose the general and his men had matters well in hand. The vice-marshal and his men showed up not long after you left. If the gods are good, there'll be no one left to fight. I know you're not one for waiting, but if you'll bear with us... Commander Kemp, Marshal Tarapin reports that their sweep of the Castellum's interior has been completed. So it's finally over, eh? Pray extend to him my deepest thanks. It's official then. Castellum Veladina is well and truly ours. Mayhap this calls for... Wait, where's Monago? She took her bird and flew off toward the Peering Stones, the village of the M tribe where she was born. I doubt that the Imperials who fled Veladina had a mind to give them trouble on their way back east, but she was nevertheless worried, so I gave her leave to go and see that her people were safe. Though I pray you are right, 'twould be best if Monago were not alone if she should encounter the enemy. Agreed. Let's all go to the Peering Stones and make sure that everything is all right. If that is your wish, then I've no objection. Just let the guard know when you wish to cross. Greetings, Scion. Do you wish to pass? Yes, I do, please. And there we can see it in the distance there, up on the ridge. Let's see, 379 northeast for the next ether current here. Ooh, I need those for my hunt log. I might as well do those. One more. The path to the village is through a tunnel just east of here. Follow me. go. Got that set. And I am going to go ahead and stop the stream here for today. We'll pick back up here on Saturday morning. We'll be playing Final Fantasy all weekend, Saturday and Sunday morning. Resume with our story here now that we've gotten to a new location with a brand new aetherite as well. And get our last few ether currents and see if we can get through clearing this particular zone and on to the next one as well. Oh, thank you, Lily. I hope you have a great day as well. And I'm not going to raid out today, I think. I'm just going to close down the stream. So y'all have a good morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you happen to be in the world. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.